Hey guys, I'm back. A post-Chicago trip recap video. I have a couple TTMs I came home to on Sunday. I think they came in on Friday. And a nice trade came in on Monday. And 2 more TTMs. So, got a buttload of stuff to show off and share with you guys. And you guys know I don't yada yada through the details, so hang with me here and I'll try and move through these and not labor long. I'll just do TTMs I came home to. Came home to a really nice return from the future champ, Mayday, Michael McDonald, signed with like a green metallic on the 2012 Finest. That was cool. This is a nice success. I was really thankful to get this one for the title shot collage. Ian Loveland, the Barn Owl, nicely signed there. I'm glad that the ink didn't rub off on these. And then 2 Moment of Truth cards. One's for trade. So LMK, if you are interested and want to trade or whatever for that, for one of these. I didn't really look at them to see which one I wanted to keep, but they both turned out real solid. Really stoked to get Ian. Not really a common TTM returner, so worked some stuff out to get in contact with him and to get a solid address for that. I think I found the address and I took a shot with it and then followed up with it later. So those were 2 TTM returns on Saturday. I came home to over the weekend, and then this one came in today. Joseph Benavidez on the 2012, nicely signed, and nice fatty silver up there. Pretty solid stuff. Nice photo. And also got Wagner Roca. He used what obviously looks like some kind of a paint pen. Thankfully, he let him dry out. So Wagner Roca, and with the nickname as I asked for, he's fighting Cerrone here. Tough luck for Cerrone on the weekend. Ran through by Pettis, our Milwaukee guy here. And then the other Wagner Roca, the Moment of Truth. So one of those is available too if anybody wants it. Hit me up. So, along with the Roca return, he also sent me a little letter saying thanks for being a fan if I'm ever down in Florida, which I hope to be maybe late this year, early next year. A little vacay. I'll stop by the gym and meet him in person. It's pretty cool. Thanks, Wagner. Thanks for signing. Nice Moment of Truth edition. And a really nice hookup coming at you with a little Joby Wan hookup. Marcel, don't be jealous, because I got you one, big boy. I was going to say big fella, and I got tongue-tied. I asked him to write you a little romance novel on the back, but he didn't. Sorry, buddy. So all you got was the 2 Marcel. But I saw you picked up a Benavidez off eBay. I figured when I TTM my card, I just sent a larger return envelope and asked him to hook you up, knowing that you were the real deal fan. So Marcel, I'll send that over to Rendo and get that shipped overseas to you, pal. So that was the TTMs from like Friday and Monday. So some pretty nice stuff. And then today brought in a really nasty trade that I'm pretty excited about. This is coming from a guy I hooked up with on Twitter. No, not hooked up, but connected with on Twitter. Big card that I wanted out of the trade was a nicely signed 2010 knockout with Smooth on it, Benson Henderson, who's now going to be a tough TTM signer, if at all anymore, and just a real solid signed card there. And then I'll be able to give away my other one. I have another card like that signed by Ben, but I'll give that one away to my other pal who's helping me out in Vegas this week. And then got a nice Cody McKenzie signature on the title shot. So nice card. And then this one was how he got me on the hook to trade. He hit me up on Twitter and showed me the Randleman, Kevin the Monster Randleman. A little bit hard to see. Well, not really, actually. It's easy to see. Sorry, I misspoke. But nice to have Randleman back in my collection. I had traded away a Randleman a couple of years ago to somebody on MMA Graphing, so it's good to get him back in my collection, and especially on a 2010 knockout, which I need more 2010 knockout cards, just so I have a big chunk of them in a collage. So that was the trade, the TTMs. Now in the Chicago stuff, you can see in the background, I got some gloves. These are just some cheap UFC strikers gloves. So what I did was I actually brought these along just in case, and the just in case ended up being necessary because I left my photo in the car and I didn't want to go to the parking garage and get it, or I really never found a good time to do it, so I never did. And so I had these in my backpack along with my binder that you guys saw in my last video, but that photo with the two UFC gloves, I never did take that with me to get signed. So instead I was getting more signatures on these gloves. There's 4 gloves I got there, and I'll just show you this one. This one came in TTM a while back. It's upside down, but on the bottom is Jared Hammond. To the left is Anthony Hardunk. This is Kamal Shalarus, which is actually right side up, and then you got Vladimir Matyshenko, the janitor, at the top. The other glove to the right is previously signed from the MGM by Travis Brown. And then you can see 2 nice additions that I had this weekend. I got Glover Teixeira. I was really bummed out. I actually had a 2012 Bloodlines coming base, but it was coming from Canada, so I think I missed it. The mailman was actually coming by as we were leaving, so I think my son told me that the package from Canada came just after we left. And then underneath there is Chael Sonnen. He wanted to put David on there even though I already had Travis Brown on it. So I don't know if that's his default when he signs leather or what, but I was surprised he did that. And then here's a really nice, I actually took this glove unsigned. There wasn't one on there previously. I took this with me in my backpack when I went to the weigh-ins, and when I got to the weigh-ins at the theater, they made you check your bag. So I didn't take my binder out, but instead I took this glove out just in case. And this signature is Eric Perez, who's fighting out of Jackson's MMA. He's a big up-and-comer, so watch out for him. And then this was big, sexy Sean McCorkle. He was there. And then, of course, a big one that I got in the right spot, and got Rampage. So that's all I had for him. So I wish I had my binder instead of the glove, so I could have got Rampage on the tops. But that's the breaks. And then the other glove was previously signed also at the MGM and in Vegas last year. So I had Mike Pyle from Extreme Couture when I went there. I had Diego Brandao from the MGM, and also Chris Weidman from the MGM. Weidman was in Chicago this week, so I didn't really need him on anything. I just said hi to him and stuff. And then I got Brian Stan on Saturday morning before he left to go talk to Fox, work on Fox. And then I got John Dodson on Friday night. So it's John and then Magicians a little bit on the right there. So that's the multi-sign stuff I got. What I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a deep, narrow shadow box and just display those left to right, kind of how they are. I have a Dana White glove also, and a Overeem. I'll see how long of a shadow box I can get those in there. Before I get to the tops, I'll show you what this actually worked out. My buddy told me that Aaron Riley was going to be there, so I've had this printed out for a long time, and actually this week was when I actually damaged this when I put my binder in my my work bag. This was in there and actually got folded up, so you can kind of see it's got a couple creases in it. But that's alright, still serves a purpose. I got Aaron to sign it. He was totally under the radar, nobody knew who he was or anything, in Washington, D.C. or in Vegas this week, so it was cool to connect with him again and get that signed in the gold Sharpie. And then I'll roll through some index cards I got. I got John Anik. I was really excited. I really wanted to meet him, so I was glad to meet him. Purple GT 22 I don't know if you got Dominator yet, but figured I'd get you him. If you don't, or even if you do, I'm sending it your way. I don't care, dude. This was Mike Stump. He lost to, I think it was Pascal Kraus. He signed at 170 pounds. This is Phil Nurse. Some of you guys out there in New York and Boston area. He's kind of the guru guy out there. We got Sergio Pettis on an index card. Save the best for last. I got Johnny Bones' manager, Maliki. That's how you say it, Maliki. And the guy I really wanted to meet bad is Ariel Hawani. So it was cool to chat with him for a minute and get a next card signed by Ariel. Just really like that guy's journalism. I like his interviews. Just a cool guy, and some killer shoes. If you saw the post weigh-in videos or open workout videos. This video has been 11 minutes, so I'm going to cut it off, and then I'll do a part 2 with the stack of tops that I got done. So tune in for part 2. Later, guys.